What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on? I'm sorry. Listen. I had to get myself together because I just got through watching Queen Sugar, this review, right? Um Baby, the review got me. I mean the episode got me at the end. I said, man, Ava, you could have told us. You could have told us and warned us and said, like, get your tissues or whatever, because this gonna be a heavy one. This gonna be a doozy at the end. Like, girl, that took me somewhere. I was like, ooh. After looking at Pose last night / this morning, and then this, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? Y'all just playing with my emotions. Like, girl, stop. But anyway, this is Queen Sugar, season 4, episode 5, Face Speckled. Okay, let's just get this shortcoming out the way. Remy is gone. Okay, so Remy pops up at Buys Prize Pies. Okay, and he just like he don't really have roots here. Okay, he's not from Louisiana. He was only here because of his wife. His wife is no longer here. And then, he thought that he could find love again. And, he's sitting down there talking to Hollywood and, putting his whole business out there on the street like this. And basically just saying, he thought he could make something happen with Charlie. He really thought Charlie was the one. But then that didn't happen. And, he really fell in love with her. And then he started having feelings for Nova. And then that just, gave him a little bit more hope. But his whole thing is, he let his life pass him by. He's not married. He don't have kids. He's not doing the things that he really, really wants to do. Putting his foot stamp down on the world and all that. And so at this point, he just needs to go and he needs to go live his life for him. And I appreciate that. Sometimes, we have to go out and search for our happiness. We can't just stay in one spot, you know what I'm saying, and be stagnant and just wallow in grief and shoulda, coulda, wouldas and stuff like that. So, Remy got up, he walked out. Hey, Vi gave him some food. It was like, don't be a stranger. And he walked out, with his little hat on. I was like, you better go down that Old Town Road. Okay, you better do that, bitch. But bye, Remy. Remy, you kind of rubbed me wrong when you start messing around with Nova. Okay, you don't mess with family like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. That's just my code, because it just feels weird. Yes, oh, you can be over him or she or whatever, but don't mess with family, because in my mind that's gonna make me think that you've been wanting this person that I've been with, or I've been wanting that person that you've been with all the time you was with them. You know what I'm saying? So it make it seem like you a little shady type of stuff going on. I ain't with that. Moving on, we got a little Prosper. He talking about a funeral that's gonna happen for his friend Leon, and Vi was telling him, Leon's sister Genevieve is back in town. Oh, Prosper was all down in the dumps. She mentioned Genevieve, and he was all like, oh. Genevieve, he put his hand on his head like, I said, baby, you ain't got no hair. What are you doing? What are you this? And he just went into Mac Daddy mode for a second. He was like, oh, Genevieve, like he had to think. Baby, all the memories started coming back. That's what it looked like. He was like, yeah, I haven't seen her in like 40 years. I said 40 years ago, y'all had some good times, huh? Okay. And so at this point, what was going on? Vi touched us at the end of last week's episode. Oh yeah, just to let y'all know, next week is not an episode. It comes back on the 24th. I don't understand why. What's going on next week? What's happening next week? Tell us what's happening on Wednesday. Let me know, okay? Because what is it? The holiday? What's happening? I thought 4th of July was on. Oh, girl, whatever. But anyway, Vi was gonna do the catering and all that for the shop, and I mean for the funeral. And then we do get this scene with Vi and Hollywood talking about it, and he's just trying to break into Vi, because Vi has not been the same ever since this book came out, ever since she saw Jimmy Dale, and she even said herself that she feels herself becoming scared again, and he's like, I'm going to protect you. It was like, you can't protect me. All this stuff is Nova's fault. Nova brought this up, and, he's just going to try to be the man that he needs to be, that he wants to be for her, that he feels that she needs him to be. He's going to be Hollywood, okay? Hollywood has yet to make a misstep with me, all right? And I love the fact that we do have this positive image of this of a black man, because we don't necessarily get that. We do got a messed up image of, a F boy, in this show, but we also contrast that with a good man in Hollywood. And we see one person as in Ralph Angel, he fell down, but we see him getting his life back on track. You know what I'm saying? So I like the different stages that they're showing. All right. And not just excluding one and doing just focusing so much on the other. But anyway, as we see next week, he's trying to crack into Vi and trying to get her to talk. And he was like, or I should say in 2 weeks, I'm trying to see what's going on with you. You need to tell me what's going on. I feel sorry for them because it's like every time they think that they're about to find their happiness and get into their groove, of being on their track to getting happy, something always come in and just crashes it. You know what I'm saying? And so they have to start back over. Moving on from that, what was going on? Charlie. Okay. So Charlie, Micah and Charlie. Micah goes down there to go see. I may be skipping some stuff that I don't really deem as important, and probably because I forget. But we just gonna get to the main stuff about each character. Michael went down there to the little juvie, detention hall to go see his friend, the one that got locked up for the plantation fire, whatever. And so at this point, he see his little tattoo. That friend in the group, the girl that's the friend in their little clique, she gave him a tattoo before he got sent away. And it was, I think he said it was inspired from Maya Angelou, and it gives him hope, gives him keeps his head up. He said he's been doing a lot of reading and drawing, and Michael's like, I'm your friend, bruh. I'm really your friend, so you can tell me how it is. He said, listen, I'm just trying to keep my head down and do my time and get out of here and hope that I never have to come back again, okay? Then this gives this boy the inspiration to want to get a tattoo too, okay? And so she at the house doing a tattoo for him. He drinking. Now, I was always told, now let me tell you something, when I want to get my tattoo, okay, each and every time I want to get my tattoo, on the sheet that they have the little consent form that you signed, whatever, they say no alcohol. You're not supposed to be drinking no alcohol or whatever, because that can cause you to bleed out or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was drunk. I said, boy, you ain't even drinking. Okay, I ain't even gonna say Hennessy because I think Hennessy is overrated. Take my black card if you want to. You can take a piece of it, but Hennessy is a little bit overrated if you ask me. He was drinking that Jack Daniel, it looked like, okay, or some whiskey or something or whatever. And he was drinking that brown liquor. Okay, he was drinking some brown liquor and he just couldn't handle it. He done got sloppy drunk. Charlie come home, see that he got this tattoo. And he was like, you 17 years old. You still a kid. You ain't supposed to be doing this. Okay, she is over it. She is over it because Charlie has had one hell of a day. Okay, one hell of a week, probably, few days. First, you got this whole thing with Davis coming back into the picture. He FaceTiming her, trying to get her to fix his situation. Oh, I need you to help me. I need to see what you can do and all this stuff. She was like, boy, you need to do this your own self. And eventually she went on ahead and met up with him, had him come over to the house or whatever, and her office to speak about what's going on. And the situation that's going on is that not only is Charlie and the family being affected, but also Davis, an extended part of the family is being affected by Nova's book. Okay. His, whole thing with that girl and what happened and his role in it, he didn't rape the girl, but he left her in that room to be, taken advantage of. Okay. And so, it's all coming up. He's about to be, I think, like coaching basketball or something at this university, and there's a lot of people that's protesting him, and all this stuff. And so he basically sat there with Charlie, trying to get Charlie to fix his problem for him. Okay, what you can do to fix this. And I'm sitting here like, what exactly do you expect her to do? Snap her finger and let the trouble go away? Listen, this just goes to show how people can take others for granted that's in their life. And they don't realize how much they took them for granted until they're gone and they need them for something, okay? And this is a prime example. Davis took Charlie for granted while they was in a relationship, while they was married. Cheated on her, disrespected her, and all the while she was cleaning up every freaking mess that he had, okay? Making his image look good and just, spinning everything for her. Just like Francis told her last week, you did all this, you made him, a star and all this stuff, okay? And she was his cleanup woman, okay? And now you want her to come back after you done got found out of the stuff that you did to her, having a love child on the side, cheated on her, putting her in this scandal and embarrassing her on the national front. You want her to come back after you guys are divorced and fix your troubles yet again? No, boo-boo. She said you need to go out there. You need to take responsibility and accountability for what you've done. Do a little press conference or whatever, address the situation, and maybe it'll go away in a few days, okay? It'll die down. Baby, when they was leaving out of that office, he was like, it's cool that we were able to work together again. They talking and they just being cordial. Now, Charlie being cordial with this boo. And all of a sudden, he reaches over, lean over. I said, no, you not. No, you better lean really back in. Really, bitch. We're not finna do this. We not about to do this, okay? No. Just because we being kiki and we talking or whatever, we on a good front for right now. But right now, that does not mean I want you to kiss me. That does not mean I want you to touch me. That does not mean I want anything from you, okay? I want you to get up out of my house right about now. That's what I need you to do. I said, Davis, you got your nerves. You have your nerves. What happened to the little sinking ship that chick that he was with last season? What happened to her? Oh, girl from She's Gotta Have It. Where's she at? Okay, girl. Anyway, moving on from that, then Charlie goes down to the clinic that's in the mill or whatever. That's the old mill, old place that she used to stay at with Micah. And she's up there talking to Romero. She see Ignacio, who, remember he got sick at first and he couldn't have afford health care because he was undocumented. And so therefore that's what gave Romero the idea to open up the clinic. And, everything was looking nice and everything's all together. Next thing you know, here come ICE. Okay. Here come ICE. I said, ain't this about some mess? And she was like, who gives you the authority? And it was like, the authority, all that I need is this administration gives me the authority to do all this stuff. Ma'am, you step back unless you want to be arrested for obstruction of justice. I said, you know what? What you about to do? Throw him in the cage? Okay? What you about to do? What you about to do under this administration since you want to go there? Let me see your papers. And then when he looked at Romero and told Romero, I need to see your papers too. I said, woo, that made me mad, girl. That made me so mad. I was sitting here like, this is how it happened. And it just made me think about what was it, a couple of weeks ago when y'all president was trying to do the ice raids, okay? And he was gonna do them synchronized ice raids. Girl, that's what it made me think of. And so now we trying to figure out who did it. I'm sitting here like the Landry's got to be behind it. The Landry's got to be behind it. Either Francis, because Francis didn't like the way she talked to her, and she was like, girl, I'm gonna find out, and you found out about this, I'm gonna find out about that. Girl, I'm sitting here like Francis or Jacob or the Sam, one of them Landrys did something, okay? That's what I'm thinking. Charlie go outside talking to one of the officers and was like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, little girl, you ain't make no people, no friends on your side, okay? Because what you did when you tried to close down that prison, you made more enemies in a day than I have in my whole lifetime, all right? So it ain't no telling who did it, and it wasn't the Landrys because they lost he lost two of his best men. Two of his best men just got deported in this little raid right here. So why would he do that? I said because he's Sam Landry. He don't care. They crooked enough to have their own people, sacrifice their own people. You know what I'm saying? They crooked enough to do some mess like that. Baby, I said I'm not putting the fact, I'm not gonna say that they not necessarily I'm not gonna hold on to the fact that he said no, it wasn't them just because a couple of his men got deported too or poured up in the ice or whatever. And poor little Ignacio and his oldest son, they got taken or whatever. It was just a mess. Girl, then Charlie go meet up with Councilwoman Ibarra. Let me tell you something. I don't trust her. She knows about the clinic. She knows what happened. And it's just like every time Charlie has a question or whatever, a situation, she has this little simple answer for it, like she been ready for it. Okay, well, you can just do this. You can run for councilwoman. You can get the people on your side. People know, they know that you was with that girl, had that girl looking into the highway stuff or whatever, and found that, information. What you need to do is vote and become the councilwoman so you can go ahead and get that highway moved a few miles this way so it can be off the lands and stuff like that, and it'll save your land too. Something about her is shady. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it, but am I the only one who get that feeling that that ex-councilwoman is not to be trusted 100%? Okay, that's what we dealing with that. Then we get to, let me just go ahead, Darla. Blue waking up, he opens up the door for Ralph. He was like, "What you doing opening up the doors?" Mom said, "I can open up the door for you," and that's what it is. And I opened up the door for you. I was like, "Oh, he's so cute, bless his heart." And so he was about to take him to school. He was like, "Where your mom at?" And you need to be quiet because mommy's back there in the bed asleep. You know what I'm saying? She just sleep. Darla is in her feelings. We see Darla at one point just laying in that bed. I said, "Oh my God, I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her because she's doing good." It's one thing for somebody to mess up, okay, and to do a whole lot of messed up things in their lives. And it's another thing for them to just, continue to do that and continue to lie like they're going to get their life together and don't show improve. And then it is another thing for that person to learn from their mistakes and to actually put forth the effort to try to change. And that was what Darla was doing. Darla hit her rock bottom, rock bottom, rock bottom, okay, for the moment, and she was getting ready to change. Okay, she got her life together, got her own place, got her car, got her job, didn't get her new boo. You know what I'm saying? Her and Ralph in this custody agreement, everything is going great. And then all of a sudden, this book comes out, and you got all this information about my past dealings and my past life. I just sat there. I was just like, oh my God, I just really don't. You better not let this girl make you relapse, Darla. Don't do that. You got the power, girl. F her, okay? You got the power, all right? So, little Ralphie, he on date with Miss Lawyer, okay? And they just, talking about stuff. Girl, what they was talking about, I don't know. I just know they was talking about cooking. And he was like, "Yeah, my Aunt Bi, she be cooking." And it was like, "Yeah, you have to grow up with somebody like that who can burn like that. That is cute or whatever." He was like, "Yeah, because my daddy didn't know how to cook, so my aunt had to do it. And then I picked up some things from her." Wait a minute, you know how to cook? You gonna have to show and prove. I said, wait a minute. Boo Boo, you know how to cook too? Oh, all right. Give me some scripts, okay? Give me some gumbo, give me some crab legs, season it right and all that stuff. Do me a little, you got some mac and cheese in there. Even though I don't need no cheese, but give me some mac and cheese or whatever. How your potato salad looking like? Okay. I was like, they cute or whatever. They sit down. Next thing you know, they rapping, they talking, and they just gazing in each other's eyes and stuff. And then she goes in for a kiss. And I am actually happy about this. Girl, don't turn out to be, problematic. Miss Lawyer chick. Don't do that when I start liking you. Do not do that, okay? Ava, don't write that into the script because I'm going to be mad at you because you did this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And so he gets a phone call. She was like, "Hurry up and answer that phone so I can give you a second kiss." I was like, "Ew, I like you." And so he on the phone, he was like, "Yeah, yeah, all right. I mean, I see what happened." Like, I said, "What's going on?" It was like a lot of concern in his voice. Then we get switched back over there to Blue. Blue on the playground with his friend. He was helping him. He dropped his little ribbon. His friend Marcus picked it up and gave it to him. And he was like, "Good job on winning the spelling bee." He was like, "Yeah, because I had my daddy helping me." Your daddy? But I thought that wasn't your dad. What you talking about? My mama said that's not your daddy. I was listening to her talking to my auntie, and they were saying that that's not your real daddy. All right, you ain't got no daddy. And I said, what? See, let me tell y'all something. And adults need to understand this, okay? And I be seeing this all the time, and we see this. We see this in the little videos that people be posting, and y'all be thinking that stuff is cute, having these little kids talking like grown-ups or whatever. I don't care if you coaching them to talk like that, or if they talking like that because that's what they're hearing. You have got to be careful what and mindful of what you say around these kids because they pick up on it and they are not dumb, okay? And look what just happened. Look what just happened. And Nova, this is the reason why they didn't want that stuff to be put out there. Look at who you hurt. An innocent child in all of this mess just got hurt, okay? Because the gossip that was going on in this other child's house, and he wound up taking that information back to his friend. And the little boy didn't know he was being shady with it. The little boy was actually concerned because he was confused. He didn't know. He didn't know. So they go pick him up and he wanted to say what was going on. He just come in the house. He all mad. He go in the room. They said that he was at school crying a lot. And, Darla was like, he just back there crying. He cried himself to sleep. I said, oh, it just made me feel bad. I said, I want to fight now. Like, ooh, like, square up. You know what I'm saying? Hurt that little boy. I said, over you. On sight when I see you. Okay, that's how I felt. I ain't even mad at the mamas, okay, for gossiping. The mama and the auntie for gossiping. I'm mad at Nova, okay, because she never put this out here. This wouldn't have happened. Girl, we will get to Nova in a minute. Listen. Ralph knew that something was going on and somebody had told him what was happening. Okay, Darla convinced him to stay overnight. I believe that's what that was because when Blue woke up, they was there and they had a little conversation and he told them what was going on. Marcus said that you not my daddy. Baby, when Ralph was like, I may not be your biological father, but I chose you. Okay, my soul is inside you. Our heart beats the same. Okay, I chose you. All right, that's what it is. Heart to heart. I was sitting here like, that is beautiful. That's really beautiful. And then when Blue looked over there, because my boo was about to break, and he chalked that back up, he was like, I gotta be strong. And Blue looked over there to Darla and was like, is a part of you inside me too? I said, oh no, y'all not finna do this to me. Okay, it's just too much emotions, too much. That got me. I don't care what nobody say. That got me. I was sitting here like, thank God that was the end of the episode because I was just really like, oh, you about to take me out. You're about to take me out with all these emotions, okay? I'm not used to feeling all this stuff. Girl, talk about some mess. Let's get on to Miss Nova. Nova doing her little book tour. She's talking in New York at this little book thing, and then this professor, Octavia, she gets up there talking about how, Nova, your book ain't real. Where's the data? Where's the statistics? Oh, girl, I'm not talking about statistics. I'm talking about my family. So you mean to tell me I need to get some data on my family? It was like the stuff that you're saying is not it's not relevant. It's this, it's that. Okay, so at this point, I didn't realize that they knew each other. Come to find out, they knew each other. After this, she go over there trying to figure out what's her problem. Oh, so I tell you just so happen to be here. Just like, yeah, I'm here with my students. We having a little seminar. And we was about to discuss your book. Why don't you sit your ass down and let's discuss this. If you big and bad, all right? She was like, oh, okay, cool. We gonna do this. And they talking. And one of the girls, Jasmine, basically said, the stuff that you saying is outdated or whatever. Did you talk to this person? She and Nova had a sarcastic remark like, oh, when I was writing my book, I had my good girlfriend so-and-so talk to so-and-so, and we all chatted up and all this stuff, being sarcastic with her, so she made the girl feel bad. And I was like, okay, that's the end of the session. We'll see y'all next time, all right? And so everybody was getting up from the table, and little Miss Jasmine was still sitting there. And mind you, Miss Octavia's, Professor Octavia is played by no other than Winifred Brooks, a.k.a. Cree Summer, a.k.a. the voice of just about everybody on Nickelodeon's, okay, and all these other cartoons. Oh, legendary, okay? Man, let me tell you something. The way Miss Jasmine looked at her like, she was like, girl, you can go. I said, and me and Nova clocked at the same time. So you fucking your student. She was like, I see you got a type still. I said, oh, she like them dark skin. That's good. Okay, I don't see nothing wrong. Well, she me right about now and then. If that's the case, I like them. You know, that was cute. I said, mocha chocolate. That's what you want, Creek? You like messing around with your students? Getting them hooked? Girl, at this point, you know, them two going back and forth at each other again. Like, you know, why you coming at me? You knew I was coming down here. You doing all this stuff. You tried to embarrass me or whatever because I read your book. And then you only put this one little line in there about a professor that taught you patriarchy and that did this. One little line. That's it. You get all this recognition. You just put one little line about me. And I know I meant more to you about that. What about that summer up in Italy? I said, hold up. Hold up. Pause. Time out. Time out. Foul. Foul. Although I'm here for this, as to what it was about to unfold into, I said, so you mean to tell me you put us through all of this all because you, Cree, a.k.a. Octavia, you up here scorned a little bit and a little bit bitter because she didn't put a whole chapter in there about how, you know, praising you? Okay? She was like, girl, I said, see, this is why you don't step over into that. You don't mess with your students. You don't mess with your coworkers. Feelings get crossed, okay? And I said, so Nova, you used to mess around with her. She was like, bitch, let me get the quote. Let me get the quote. I gotta find the tweet. I gotta find the tweet of what I tweeted. Girl, hold on. I'm sitting here like, so you really, this what you, Octavia said all of a sudden in the midst of this little conversation, she was like, I can make you scream my name. And and then Nova was like, no. She said, I can make you say my name. Nova said, I can make you scream mine. Girl, y'all know they got me right there. I said, Nova, I'm supposed to be on the hate train with your ass right now. Okay? But y'all done took me there right there. I said, woo! We finna get into some lesbianics. Okay? Okay? Go ahead right on, because ain't nobody that had sex yet, you know. I said, Charlie need to get her some, knock it out the park. You know what I'm saying? I said all this pent up frustration and pain and energy and all this stuff, go ahead and take it out on each other. And of course, they was about to do it on the table. Next thing you know, we see them laying in the bed, they Nova hugging all up on her and they're like, I miss this and all this stuff. And now she want to go on tour with her, and she was like, I mean, I can have some more of you and all this stuff. I do miss having you around. I said no, because I don't trust her. I don't really care about you, but if she play you, because it look like she gonna be in her feelings and she kind of jealous because you getting all this recognition and she not. We saw that in the preview for the next the next episode, okay? And I'm sitting here like, girl, go at your own risk, okay? Beware. It's a big red flag just saying you, don't do it, but you think it with your, okay, that's what you're doing. But let me tell you something, it just got me thinking, I need to give me an older woman or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that would have me sprung out like that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to know how that feels to be like, I do whatever you need me to do, okay? But you can do whatever you need to do too. Okay, I'm at your beck and call, boo. Okay, what is it that you want me to teach me? I'm ready to learn. Okay, I'm ready to learn. All right, listen. Let me stop. Let me get up off of here. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. No, you still need your butt beat. Okay, for real, for real. Don't just because you gave me that scene, and I'm probably finna go rewind it and watch it again. You know, cause it was. Alright, but you still need your ass beat, alright? But y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace.